Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Uh. Yeah.
Hey y'all, thank you for tuning in. Today's video features 3 fun hairstyles. For more videos like these, please subscribe, like, share, and leave your comments in the comment section below. Enjoy! Hi guys, so I'm starting off with a very old twist out. I'm just going to add my water and aloe vera juice mixture to the ends of my hair. Get in some moisture, followed by my Cantu Shea Butter leave-in conditioner, just a little bit, and that I'm focusing on the ends of my hair a little bit more. And then I'm going to be using my concoction of raw shea butter, castor oil, just a little bit of castor oil, olive oil, and coconut oil. That way it's like a 2-for-1 because I'm getting in my oil and my cream, as well as it's very much easier to apply. Then I take my tail comb, and I'm only using the tail of this comb, and I use it for this sectioning of my hair, guys, which I'm not very good at. So I'm creating 3 sections because the look we're going for is a fro hawk with a little twist to it. And remember, you can do this on any length hair. All right, so I'm just rolling that up. Then I'm going to be using one of my clips I use for sectioning, just to get that out of the way. And then I'm going to create my second section. So I move from right to left or left to right, whichever you prefer. Yeah. Okay, so I'm actually going to be starting with the middle section. So I'm going to get that front section out of the way, and that too I'm also going to use a section clip to contain while I pull the middle section. I'm going to be using my knee-high stocking foot looking material hairband to pull that up in like a ponytail. So it's like 3 ponytails or 3 pigtails that I'm doing to create this mohawk look. Right, an alternative to this is your ouchless hairbands. I got this one locally that I'm using. Then I'm going to be using my brush, just the size of the brush, and just do like a sweep. So I'm not using the brush in the regular motion, which is face down, because that's would be too harsh for my edges. And the toothbrush, a lot of persons on here, other vloggers would recommend toothbrush, but that doesn't do anything for my edges. Guys, so I'm gonna work with my regular brush, but just that I do it by sweeping the sides. Right, so I pull that also into a ponytail. Then I'm gonna do the back section, and I'll just brush that in the edges so you get a nice sleek finish. And then I'm just gonna do a wrap around the base of the pigtail, and I'll show you that when I do the top section. So I just pull a little bit of the hair out, and then I just roll it around the base of the pigtail. Right, and I'm at the end, and I'll just use my hairpins for reinforcement. Then I pull the tail of it, and I just use my fingers to wrap around the ends of the hair and do in a rolling, folding kind of position. And I'll use some more hairpins to keep that in place. And I'm going to be repeating this for the other 2. Except I won't be doing the folding of the hair around the base. And why I really did the folding around the base of the first one is really not to show the hairband, so you get a cleaner look. And then for my last pigtail, and I'm rolling. Yes, honey. Right. Right. Okay, so we're almost there. Yeah. And my Eco Styler gel. Right. So I just tip that on my fingertips, get a little bit on all of it, and then I use that to just pull back the hair so it stays nice and neat. Then I use my brush once more, and remember we're using the sides and we're just sweeping. Yeah. Right, and then I'll be pulling out my satin benet or scarf. I'm gonna fold that into two, and then I'll just apply that. Right, pull that around the head, and then I'll just tie that in. Basically, just set the style. So here's where you can go take a shower if you're getting ready for work or your chores, and just give it like about 45 minutes, half an hour to 45 minutes, and you set the style. You can also jazz it up with your favorite accessories. I'm using a nice gold bow accessory right here, which I reinforced using my hairpin. Also, if you have a nice headband, you can also use this. It's a nice party look. So you're going out with friends, the baby shower, or whatever it may be. It's a good look, guys. Right, so we're ready for look number 2. And for this one, we're going to be sectioning the hair into 2 parts. So I want one section on top, and then the next section would be towards the back of the head. I'm kind of like creating a square, but it's not exactly a square per se, as it won't end up with 4 equal sections or sides rather, because I'm actually doing one part a little bit closer to the ear than to the center of the head. Because what I want to create is like a slanting effect. All right, so that's one section right there. So I get my sectioning clips, just roll that and tuck that away. Right, so as you can see, it's not even on both sides. Right, so what I'm going to be doing are some flat twists that's going to slant in that direction there. Like about 4 or 5 of them, depending on how full you want it. Okay, just get that out of the way. And so I'm going to flat twist that one right there, right? Right, so I'm going to do the same for the other 3 or 4. So if you notice, it's a twist out. So it's not exactly stretched. And so I still have some curls in there, and I am using my fingers to do any detangling if needed, which I like to do because I really don't pull a comb through my hair unless I'm detangling. That's usually after my wash day. Right, so in fact I got 4 flat twists out of this section, and then I'm just gonna twist that up and get that hair out of the way. All right, so we're ready for this second section, which I'm gonna be creating like a ponytail for this section, right? And I'm using my fingers there, guys, to pull the hair back, right? And I'm using my knee-high material hairband, as I explained to you in the first look. All right, so it's not a ponytail that's going to be on the dead center of your head. You just want to pull it to one side, and then I'm using my brush just to get in my edges a little bit neater and sleek. All right, so that's it, and then I'm just going to roll that into a bun. I don't know how well you can see that, sorry guys. Right, so it's a bun, so I'm just using my fingers to roll that into a bun, and then I'm going to use a few hairpins to reinforce that so it's kept in place. My Eco Styler gel for the edges, and my brush. Remember guys, I'm not using this face down, it's just the side of the brush that I'm using in a sweeping motion. Let's twist that up, and then I'm actually gonna fold that around the bun, and I use my hairpin again once more to reinforce, right? And I'll give you a 3/6. Oh, not quite. So we're using our satin bonnet right here just to set the style. Once again, if you've got chores around the house, if you're about to take a shower, going out to school, work, wherever, and we just allow it to set again for half an hour, 45 minutes. And there you go. So that's the finished look, guys. So that's look number 2. So for our third and final look, still keeping the hair in 2 sections. Just tuck that bit at the back away, and I'm gonna section with my tail comb. 2 sections, so I'm using my finger to create a part, and then I'll just perfect that with my tail comb. Right, get that front bit out of the way, and we're going to do a flat twist on that section. All right, so I'm going to twist moving towards the front. Alright, so we're gonna get that out of the way, and now we're gonna flat twist this one from front to back. I'm not doing these too tightly. If you want to go tighter, that's fine. If you want a fuller look, then you can do, or a softer look rather, then you can do them a bit looser. So I've created this look, this hairstyle that creates a S at the top. I call it the S-ish. You know, you have blackish. Well, this is the S-ish hairstyle, guys. So I'm really going to pin that here. So the first section was pinned onto the second twist, and then I'm just going to curl that to form a S. Then I'm using hairpins to put it in place, or to keep them in place rather. So you see the S-ish. I hope you saw that. At this point in time, guys, the hair feels a little bit dry, so I'm just going to reapply some more water and aloe vera juice. I'm using my brush. Remember, it's the side that I'm doing in a sweeping motion. And then I just pull the rest of hair. Now I get my makeshift hairband, which is actually a shoelace, guys. Right, so if it's one thing we learn to do as naturalistas, is to be creative. Right, so if you notice, I am using this shoelace and it's the flat section of the shoelace that I'm using, so it doesn't the hairs do not coil around this one. So it's wide enough, and it's the flat section that I am using to pull my hair back. All right, just gonna section that into two, and then I'm gonna do 2 flat twists. All right, and then I'm actually gonna curl that up to create like a horn effect, you know, like a cow horn or a bull's horn. And so it's up, around, and then the ends comes down into the center of the bun. It's not actually a bun, so yeah. And then I'm going to be using hairpins to reinforce. Then I grab those 2 middle sections and use 1 hairpin to keep that in place. Right. Final touches there. Yeah, and there you go. A nice evening out look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Until the next video, bye everybody.